This is not your average power couple. The real dynamic between Donald and Melania Trump is a power corporation. It's a silent, golden contract where everyone understands their job. But what really happens inside that partnership? And how do two of the most famous people on Earth spend a fortune that's as controversial as it is massive? A kingdom of cash. First, let's get one thing straight. The White House for them is a temporary workspace. Their real home, the throne of their entire operation, is Mar-a-Lago in Palm Beach, Florida. And this home is the perfect metaphor for their entire life. It's a private fortress that is also simultaneously a very lucrative public business. Mar-a-Lago isn't just a house, it's a social club for the ultra-rich who want to breathe the same air as the former and current president. And that privilege does not come cheap. After Trump won in 2016, the initiation fee to join the club reportedly doubled from an already insane $100,000 to a staggering $200,000. And that just gets you in the door. The annual dues are reportedly another $14,000, not including the minimum $2,000 you have to spend on food. This isn't a secret in the sense of being hidden. It's a secret in the sense that its audacity is almost hard to believe. The club has raked in hundreds of millions of dollars. It's a cash flow machine that monetizes political access. You're buying proximity. You're paying to be an extra in the movie of Trump's life. And this is where the real secret life of Donald and Melania begins, because inside this golden kingdom, they famously live almost completely separate lives. Donald is the ringmaster. He is the king of the castle, the center of gravity. Reports from inside the club paint a picture of a man who lives for the audience. He wanders the terrace, greeting members, shaking hands, and holding court with politicians and celebrities. He's the resident DJ, famously playing his greatest hits playlist from an iPad, think Macho Man, by the Village People, Memory from Cats, and of course, YMCA. He is always on stage, and Melania? She is the Rapunzel of Palm Beach, the enigmatic queen in her own private tower. She is, by all accounts, an almost invisible presence at the club. She has her own wing, her own schedule, her own small, fiercely loyal circle of confidants. While Donald is downstairs glad-handing, Melania is reportedly, well, doing anything else. Her routine is said to be one of meticulously curated privacy, spa treatments, focusing on her son Barron, and dinners with her own small group, often on a separate, private part of the terrace. She is there, but she is not there. It's the perfect arrangement. He gets the spotlight, she gets the insulation, he gets to be the star, she gets to live in a gilded fortress, protected from the very circus he creates. It is the ultimate expression of their brand of billionaire life. A public-facing performance built on a foundation of private, parallel lives. Donnie's golden toys? A king needs his toys, and Donald Trump's wealth is all about big, loud, gold-plated status symbols. And right now, he's in the middle of a massive upgrade. You probably know about his personal Boeing 757, the one everyone calls Trump Force One. This plane is his baby. It's a flying monument to his brand. When he became president, the plane was put into storage, and it sat for years at a sleepy airport in upstate New York. One engine shrink-wrapped, gathering dust. But as soon as he was out of office, he poured millions into refurbishing it. And when I say refurbishing, I mean he made it more Trump than ever. The entire interior is wrapped in cream-colored leather and polished wood, but the real story is the gold. We're talking in 24-karat gold-plated everything. The seatbelts are gold-plated. The bathroom faucets are gold-plated. The sinks are gold-plated. The main lounge has a 57-inch television and a full Hollywood-grade cinema system. Every headrest, every pillow, every glass is embossed with the Trump family crest. This isn't an airplane, it's a flying penthouse. It's a $100 million I'm back statement that you can see from 30,000 feet. But here's the kicker. That 757, it's already old news because Trump is getting a new plane, and this one makes the 757 look like a paper airplane. Enter the $400 million gift from Qatar. Yes, you heard that right. The US government, under the Trump administration, is in the process of accepting a free-of-charge gift from the Qatari royal family, a massive, luxurious Boeing 747-8. This isn't just a jet, this is a jumbo jet, a quad-engine, long-haul monster that commercial airlines use to shuttle 400 people across the globe. It's been dubbed a flying palace, and it's set to be used as a temporary Air Force One. Now, if you think a free $400 million plane from a foreign government sounds ethically complicated, just wait. A commercial jet can't just become Air Force One. It has to be retrofitted with hundreds of millions of dollars in highly classified security upgrades. We're talking about anti-missile defense systems, secure communications that can withstand a nuclear blast, and a flying command center. And guess who's paying for that? We are the taxpayers. This is all happening while the US is already spending over $5.3 billion to build 2 other new Air Force Ones, a project that is naturally massively delayed. But here is the ultimate secret billionaire hustle. According to reports, the plan is for Trump to use this Qatari jet, which we paid to upgrade, for the rest of his term. And then, the $400 million plane, plus all our taxpayer-funded upgrades, will reportedly be transferred to the Trump Presidential Library Foundation. It is the single most audacious move of his career. He gets a $400 million asset as a gift, has the public pay to customize it, and then finds a way to keep it. That right there is the secret to his billionaire life. The price of silence? So, while Donald is collecting jumbo jets, how does Melania express her billionaire status? If Donald's wealth is loud, hers is silent. Her luxury isn't in owning things, it's in being left alone. Her wealth is the price of her insulation from the world. But that doesn't mean she hasn't tried to build her own brand. While Donald was in real estate and politics, Melania has been trying to monetize her image as the silent, elegant First Lady. Her most famous attempt? The great NFT flop of 2022. You heard me. Melania dived into the crypto art craze. She launched her own NFT platform, and her first big-ticket item was called the Head of State Collection 2022. It included a digital painting of her eyes, an NFT of the iconic white hat she wore during the French president's state visit, and the physical hat itself. It was a very modern, very weird bundle. The auction successfully closed at an impressive $170,000. Big win, right? Well, not exactly. The internet is a wonderful, terrible place, and blockchain transactions are public. Sleuths and reporters quickly discovered something awkward. The wallet address that won the auction, the one that paid the $170,000, it was funded by, wait for it, the very same wallet address that had created the NFT in the first place. In the real world, that's like putting your own house up for auction, being the only bidder, and then paying yourself with your own check. In the crypto world, it's called wash trading, and it's a classic way to make something look way more valuable than it actually is. Melania's office gave a very vague statement, claiming the transaction was just facilitated on behalf of a third-party buyer. Right. A third-party buyer who just so happened to need her team to send them the money first. It was the perfect, hilarious metaphor for Melania's brand. An attempt at power that ended up just being a closed loop. But she's not giving up. In late 2024, she launched a new venture. This time, no crypto, she's going old school. Jewelry. Her new line is called Her Love and Gratitude. It's a collection of necklaces shaped like hearts and flowers, with prices ranging from $150 to $245. The website is full of her signature and she's selling gratitude for $245 a pop. It's another small ball attempt to monetize her image, to build something that is just hers. And it highlights the fundamental difference between them. Donald hustles for $400 million planes. Melania hustles for $200 necklaces. But don't let that fool you. Melania's real business venture isn't jewelry or NFTs. Her real business venture is her marriage. The real art of the deal. This is the real secret of their billionaire life. Their marriage isn't a romance, it's a contract. And Melania is the most ruthless negotiator in the family. She is not a passive trophy wife. She is a strategic partner who understands her value to the brand. And she has cashed in on that value. Twice. The first time was in 2017. When Donald won the 2016 election, Melania famously delayed her move to Washington, D.C. for 5 months. The official reason was that she wanted Barron to be able to finish his school year in New York. The rumored reason? She was renegotiating their prenuptial agreement. She suddenly had leverage she had never had before. She wasn't just a billionaire's wife, she was the First Lady of the United States, and she used that leverage. According to the book The Art of Her Deal, she used that delay to hammer out a new, much better financial agreement. She didn't just secure more money for herself, she reportedly made one non-negotiable demand: that her son, Barron, be treated equally in Donald's will to his 3 eldest children. She ensured that her son would get an equal piece of the dynasty. It was a cold, brilliant, strategic move. She traded her public silence and her picture-perfect appearances for a guaranteed 9-figure inheritance for her child. And then, she did it again. In 2024, as Trump was running for his second term, reports surfaced that Melania was back at the negotiating table. With another potential presidency looming, she reportedly updated the prenup again, securing even more cash, more assets, and more security for herself and Barron, no matter what happens. This is the secret. Melania's golden cage isn't a prison, it's a fortress she built and paid for. She is the silent partner who cashed out. She endured the circus, she played the part, and in return, she secured the bag for the next generation. Which brings us to the payout. The $150 million heir. For years, the story was Donald and his kids from other marriages. But the real financial story, the one that's been happening right under our noses, is the one Melania engineered. While we were all focused on the planes and the NFTs, their 19-year-old son, Barron Trump, was quietly becoming the family's secret financial weapon. As of 2025, Barron Trump, a college student, is reportedly worth an estimated $150 million. Let that sink in. At just 19 years old, he is reportedly richer than his mother, Melania, who clocks in around $50 million, and even his sister Ivanka, who's estimated at $100 million. So, how does a college sophomore who grew up in a gold-plated penthouse get that rich that fast? Did he get a crazy inheritance? Did he finally sell all those turtlenecks? Nope. He became a crypto baron, pun intended. It turns out, Barron is the family's resident tech whisperer. Donald Trump has even publicly credited his youngest son with getting him into the world of cryptocurrency, apparently having to explain to his father the basic concept of a digital wallet. But Barron didn't just explain it, he monetized it. He reportedly co-founded a cryptocurrency venture with his father and brothers called World Liberty Financial. They launched this thing before the 2024 election. After Trump won, the company's value went completely vertical, reportedly earning over $1.5 billion. Barron allegedly holds a 10% stake. Reports suggest his initial earnings, a $38 million post-tax haul from token sales, another $34 million from a stablecoin launch, and $41 million from a separate deal, have ballooned his liquid assets to that $150 million figure. And that's just the cash he can touch right now. Rumor has it, he's also sitting on a dragon's hoard of locked tokens that could be worth another $525 million. This is the payout. This is the result of Melania's ironclad prenup, her demand for equality, and her focus on her son. The Secret Billionaire Life of Donald and Melania is a three-part play. Donald is the ringmaster, the brand, the guy who gets $400 million planes for free. Melania is the silent strategist, the one who runs her own life from a golden fortress and ensures the contract is honored. And Baron, he's the end product. He's the new money heir who just proved the family business has successfully pivoted from gold towers to digital tokens. What we have here is a very separate, very strategic, and wildly successful family corporation. Donald gets the stage, Melania gets the security, and Baron, he gets the entire bank.